Yeah. So last time, you may remember this guy. Last time, John or Apple John, aka Noizy, was on the show, episode 38, back in October. We talked about flannel, trolls, and viral vibes. Go listen to that one later, but listen to this one right now. 7 months later, he's back with an update. Noizy Events is what we're going to be talking about today. Making 3 O's feel like pros. I love that. Company fundraisers, court donations, and Netz Neighborhoods program from Fleming Island, Florida. The evolution of Noizy Pickleball is here today. John,
yes,
love you being here, brother. Love it.
I appreciate you guys having me back. Guy, you need to start like a podcast or something with those intros, brother.
Here's the thing. Eventually, someone is going to pay me to follow them around and just introduce them.
Listen, you might be our guy for Noizy Events. So
let's go, baby. Yeah, let's go. I'll bring the hype. I'll bring the hype for sure.
I'm putting that one on the agenda.
Put me top 5 for sure.
Yes.
So, man, I got to talk about Noizy Events, man. First and foremost, I got to know what this is. Our listeners definitely need to know what it is. I'm so excited about this just in the little briefings that I've seen so far. So tell us what it is.
Awesome. Yeah, man, it's the buzz is catching and the vibe is there. So you're seeing it. I'm sure you and everybody listening, you guys have at this point experienced a pickleball tournament or event of some kind that you went to and just felt was very lackluster, for lack of better description. You paid a good bit of money, I'm sure 70 to 100 and some dollars. You left maybe with nothing, maybe with a medal if you were lucky. You probably didn't have much in the way of, music or energy. You may have been completely lost just during your games, waiting for the next one. You don't have much food and drinks. Most of what I go to, there's not even like bananas and Gatorade for the players.
Right.
So we have, me and my partners, Josh and Michaela, over the last year, I'd say, with the events that we are going to and the things we're experiencing, we found that there's this hole in tournaments and in events, everything I just mentioned. And that's over across the board. Like that's an experience. The biggest piece of pickleball right now is the rec players. The pro market is what it is. They have their fans, they have their viewers, but let's be real. How many of us are really going to become pros that love this game?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Us 2.5 to 3.5 level around there players, we feel that there's a hole missing where we can bring in music, we can bring in high energy, we can bring in good vibes, we can bring in some contests and some giveaways so that people in the stands can win things just like the people on court. We're going to bring medals, we bring catered food, we bring drone footage, we bring hologram displays. We are trying to make this something that makes these pickleball events and tournaments memorable. We want this to be, I love Pickleball Nikki and what she's doing with her Joy Pledge.
Yep.
We want that to be a part of things. Like, we want this energy and this vibe. You're hearing all these people talk about, the better you get at pickleball, the worse it gets and the more fun you lose out on. We're not about that. That's not a Noizy event. It's exactly the opposite. So, I mean, in a nutshell, without giving everything away, like that's it. We want high energy. We want music. We want you to walk into this event and know that you are somewhere different. You're going to do the things you love to do, and pickleball is going to bring us all together. But we've got something that we're trying to offer to make it memorable.
I love this. You are giving pickleball, I'm gonna use a couple analogies here. So you're giving pickleball the monster truck treatment. Monster Truck Show treatment. Sunday.
Moneyball on Saturday. Yes.
And then also you're bringing the Savannah Banana energy to this thing too. You're just
Shout out. My best friend just said that the other day, and I told him we were going to use it. Yes, you nailed it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what a turnaround for that. I actually want to watch baseball. I actually want to go to a baseball game. And you said something so important there that I don't want people to miss. And I think it's probably the bigger part of this. The thing for the people that are there watching, the thing for the, fans in there. It's great to be on the court. It's great to play. It's great to do all that kind of stuff. But if I've got my family there or people showing up to watch, what's in it for them? So that's so freaking important, man. I love that.
That's what we're trying to do. I mean, you see them on TV, you see the fans dancing and bringing the signs and having fun and doing their thing, but that's it. They get their second on the camera and that's it. That should be part of the experience, you know, like that should be something. And we're also working on our own little version of the game. Think of like slam ball and XFL and arena football meets pickleball. Hindrances are legal with vocal hindrances, and
Yes.
we encourage the heckling from the sidelines. It's coming. So it's being worked and built right now. So we're shooting to have our whole own type of pickleball game at these events too. So
I love it. You're weeks away from being on ESPN 8 the Ocho.
yeah, right after dodgeball. Let's go.
Yeah. I knew you'd get that reference right away, man.
You can dodge a dink and a wrench.
Man, this is so right up your alley. Now, back in October we talked. I mean, you're in the sport. You're looking at sponsors and people sending you stuff and trying out different gear. I loved your whole series on the beezer and all that, and all your shots into the net. So what caused the shift? Was it just you saw a gap, or was it, man, I'm tired of these mediocre tournaments?
I mean, a little bit of both, honestly. I've spent my good bit of, $75 and $100 tickets on my own events. We're seeing them, as well as I'm hearing from other players. Hey man, you ask them about the tournament they went to, they can't give you anything about it. Yeah, it was last weekend. We either won or we didn't. Like, that's all you hear. So that mixed with just what we're seeing online, I don't want to just be another voice in the crowd of pickleball. There's already guys like John Q doing their data analysis and their in-depth reviews.
Mm-hmm.
There's you guys, and there's the podcast crew. There's the people who are doing the on-court advice and tips, and I don't want to fit in with just everybody else. We want to have something that kind of draws some attention and, brings in a little bad boy and girl of pickleball energy,
Yeah, absolutely. I totally see the vision for that. Because the difference between the PPA and the MLP, I look at that and I think, well, MLP, you could just be a little bit better, or I don't know, worse. I don't know how people look at it, but I always thought, like, okay, MLP is getting close to having the guys in the stands with the beer helmets on, right? 2 beers on either side of the drinking tube.
Yeah.
Let's take it to that next level. Let's get the people out there pulling up their shirt and scratching their belly buttons. Let's get them driving their monster trucks up to the pickleball courts. I mean, let's make it a frickin' event, man. I mean, let's have fun with this thing. Yeah, sure, let's score some points. But gosh, I mean, if I'm giving away my weekend to something, or at least a day out of my weekend, and it may have a cause attached to it, I want to show up and really feel like I got something out of it, man. And this is so fantastic.
Yep. You're seeing what, Asia and all these places are doing with
Gosh, yeah. Did you see that spectacle?
I listened to your show, and I went and watched the episodes. I found the videos. Like, that stuff's incredible.
Yeah.
That's what it should be.
Yeah.
So that mixed with it got to a point where we said, okay, our group of rec players want to go to tournaments, but a lot of them have never been there. They don't know what to do, and they're scared to spend this money to play with people who they're just going to get beat on and dog walked all day. So our group said, we can put on an event. Let's try this. Let's do it. And the feedback that we got when they walked in, the first guy walked in and said, wow, this is like a real tournament, a real event, isn't it? I said, you didn't know what you were coming to. And from then on, it exploded, and we said, we have something here, and Noizy Events was born, man.
Yeah, and I think for courts who are listening, for tournament organizers that are listening, you've got to be paying attention right now, because if I'm having a good time, if the drinks are flowing and the music is right and everything is vibing right, and it's at 100 or 1000x level, especially if you're connected to some sort of event or charity, I'm opening my wallet just a little bit more for you. I'm going to seek out membership. I'm going to tell people about it. You can't even pay for the amount of social media I'm going to give as a user at your event.
That's it. That's the power of the word of mouth. Is still the best power that we have out there. And with how fast things move on social media now,
yeah,
we are so all connected, so easy. You see how quickly Pickleball, Nikki and I got an event together and met up. You guys all meeting at PickleCon. It's so easy to just send a message and get this stuff going. So the amount of people that are on board and ready and excited and hear what we're, the idea that we're have and what we're trying to build, and that are just saying, yes, let me in. I want to participate.
Yeah,
I
it's
got to shout out those guys too, because they're, if
yeah.
without them, fueling this, it's not going to become what it is. And right now, I feel like is the best time to do it.
So I also want to talk about the Netz Neighborz. Walk me kind of through that and what's going on with that.
So that was a fundraiser that we did. One of the neighborhood facilities that we play at, who we've been playing now for more than a year, their nets were just being, they had, the rollaway nets type of temporary net set up, just being outside in Florida and us playing on them. And they were just beat. They were shredded. They were falling apart mid game. And for the last couple of months, though, I mean, we meet there at least once or twice a week, and everybody just complaining, hey, we can't even do this. We don't want to meet here anymore. So my sponsor, Crown Athletica, for our pickleballs, happened to be going through a rebranding with their stuff. We got some temporary nets hooked up from them, which
Awesome.
was super awesome.
Yeah.
We put a fundraiser together in literally about 2 hours to raise the money for these nets. We had them shipped in. And in the week later, as soon as they got there, we planned this potluck and this awesome event where everybody brought food. We gave away a couple of the crown balls. We have extra nets that we're going to be giving away at some point. Like, it turned out so good. Last night we were at those courts. Not only did the nets look so awesome, but it was the first time we were there, and 3 other groups of people showed up at 8:30 and 9 o'clock at night. So like, those nets and that energy is drawing people in that were not there before. And that's exactly what we were trying to do.
Man.
So we donated some nets to Rolling Hills facility and to their members as a thank you for letting us come and have a safe place to play this game that we love and get together. And it was really, really cool. So shout out Crown Athletica and Noizy Events and the rest of my crew and the people from Rolling Hills. We did it. It was so awesome.
Heck
so
yeah, dude. And that's what
fundraisers to the docket,
Yeah, that's the new resume. That's definitely going on the resume for sure. So I mean, so success at one court, I bet you can recreate that success, or you could help people recreate that. I mean, there's 24 hours in a day, so I'm sure you're not using all those for work. So what's another, side little hustle like that too?
We're here, man. We're here. We're gonna be on. I got an opportunity to be on the Blocks boot camp coming up in November. Which, if nobody knows, because I had never heard, they're on their 25th season. It's a reality show meets documentary meets game show for entrepreneurs.
Yes.
So if you're familiar with the Real World and Road Rules,
Yep.
the character Wes on there from way back when, he's actually the mastermind that built this around COVID, and we got accepted. So Noizy Events is going to be on the show coming up in November. We go for filming in Tulsa. So we're hoping to take our events on there. And through that, I've already talked to people in Georgia and other places that they're all about, hey, where can we come plan this event? I got the community. I have friends with the owner of the pickleball facility. Bring it on. So
That's
it's
awesome.
a matter of time before we got Noizy Events coming to your neck of the woods too. So
Yeah, yeah, we're ready for you out here in Texas. Selfishly, I am for sure, just to get you out here and hang out. So, I mean, you were already content creating, the TikTok, the Instagram, everywhere that you can put content. But now with Noizy Events, that's going to amplify. That's going to change. What's the what's that look like?
Well, I'm still going to keep doing my thing on the side, but I feel like the events are going to take care of the content in itself. That's also something that we're offering with these events, is like a media package. So when you leave the event, you have some videos and pictures to look back on and see the good time that you had. So from the people participating to the brands that are going to be showcased to the content and the just the vibe and the energy that's going on at this place, I feel like us just walking around, with cameras and then making a hashtag or getting people to tag the event and all that stuff, like, that's just going to take care of itself in so many different aspects and angles. And that's exactly what we're hoping to do.
Yeah, all the barriers you can break down for people, supporting you and sharing. I mean, when you start breaking those barriers down and make it easy, low hanging fruit, people will do it. They will show up, and this is going to be one of those events where they definitely want to let people know they were there for what happened.
For sure. You're going to have things to take home with you. You're going to have a golden pickleball maybe at some point to take home. You're going to have, we won the noisiest crew in the audience award. Like, yeah, man.
And what a better place to share it than on the Dink and Dash app. I want to make sure I shout those guys out. Selfishly, I wouldn't be able to sleep tonight if I didn't mention Dink and Dash app, where we're going to share everything. And I think you're going to see a lot of Noizy event stuff on there as well. Some behind the scenes stuff we're going to be talking about. Applejohn, anything we didn't cover, anything you want to make sure that we get out to the public?
Oh man, there's probably so much we didn't cover, but it's coming, guy. The events are coming. Noizy Events are here and open for booking. If you guys are somewhere where we can arrange the travel, or you're close to Florida and Jacksonville and Fleming Island, we got Toontown and some facilities here. Let's get them. Let's get them collaborated and planned, and let's make them happen, because Noizy Events is here to make some noise in the pickleball space.
Let's do it.
Baby.
Yeah. Okay. How are people going to connect with you? What's all the socials? What's all the handles?
So noizypickleball.com is being built as we speak, so that will be the hub. But for now, Noizy Pickleball on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. My link tree is on there, so if you need to get a hold of me, I respond to messages. I'm pretty easy to get a hold of. But website's coming. That should be up shortly, and that's going to be the place to do it all. So
awesome. Go find all that. Now, the only pitch I have, here's the only pitch I have to add to these events is the Big Dink Energy sponsored shot collar match, where all players wear a shot collar. We just have to figure out who has the controller.
Yes, I'm so down. Yes. I mean, we're going to have some kind of special waiver for that one.
Yeah.
I'm so for it.
Yeah, awesome. All right, Applejohn, thanks so much for being on the Big Dink Energy podcast. Love you, brother, and we'll be watching you and everything you do.
Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it.